Hi guys, welcome to session. I'm just sending it the link before 9 so that the other people who are available can watch this live. So I'm sending this to a couple of my friends and other my other passionpreneur groups, some of my members. In case if they're interested, they can join. So yes, I know it is 9 and we can start. It's 8:59 and just one more minute to go, and then we'll be doing this. So in between, I wanted to make you understand that I believe that you are working towards assignment and taking it very seriously. Yes, it's 9, and we can quickly start a session with our daily prayer, with the daily lyrics that always inspire me, so that it may inspire you also. कुछ ऐसा करके दिखा खुद खुश हो जाए खुदा आशाएं मिले दिल की उम्मीदें हंसे दिल की अब मुश्किल नहीं कुछ भी नहीं कुछ भी. So, guys, welcome to the day 16th of the Danlok session. And it's a great privilege, and I'm very much gratitude towards the entire team of passionpreneurs and other my support group, my family, my friends who have been always a part of my journey, my colleagues, everyone I remember at this point, and I'm feeling it's a the feeling, the gratitude, and I'm very much gratitude towards it. And thank you for everything. So I'm quickly starting the today's session. That is, we were discussing on the myths of to be a millionaire. What is a myth of? Last time we had discussed that to be rich, one have to be one needs to wait. You don't need to work really fast. You can wait. You can afford to wait, which was a myth. Similarly, you need to be lucky to be myth. You need to win a lottery to be rich. That was another myth. So today we are coming up with another myth, which Mr. Danlok is speaking. That is the it is coming in chapter 7, and to be rich, you need to be cheapskate. That is, you need to, in order to be rich, you need to be a cheapskate. I believe that that is the exact title. I will just clarify, but meanwhile, I will just explain the content. So, this, when I was looking forward and when I was studying this session, this chapter, it was something that never occurred to my mind. Somewhere I have heard my some of them saying this very much casually, this idea or this thought, but it never occurred to me when Mr. Danlok spoke. It directly hit me, and it is amazing topic. So I wish and who will be seeing this recorded session as a must watch, because this is something which I have never heard of. So it will be helpful for you as well. So in this topic, Mr. Danlok tells that It's all about budgeting. That is, you can't afford. You should always try to reduce cost. That is what we have been often heard. I have been often heard from my parents or my peers or my colleagues or most of them. I have heard the same thing. That is, you need to cut short of your expense. You need to cut short. You are not allowed to take credit card because it can kill you. You should save money. You should try to save every penny. Every penny. That was the my lesson that I've been consistently getting, and try to live a normal life and don't go for an expensive restaurants because they can loot you. Instead, try to go in, even if it is a far by restaurant also, to go there because you can save at least penny. Similarly, another thought that my I used to get was, wait, when I was in Dubai also, we waited for the day when the market was giving discount, because then we were able to buy the vegetables and other things. So we were given that school of thought, that is, in order to be rich, or in order to you need to constantly save money. You need to constantly save money, so that then only you can at least manage, you can survive. That is what I have been taught, or my surroundings I have been conditioned to. But when I read this chapter, it was really scary, because this person, Mr. Danlok, was telling the exact opposite. He was telling like, why not take the credit card? Why it is the issue if if you are taking the credit card? If you have the enough resources to settle it, if you have enough cash flow, then why it is a big deal to take the credit card? He's asking that. And when I came to know about this was extremely scary when I heard this topic or anything, because uh, why to take the credit card? Because I have been often told, my parents or my relatives, my friends, don't take credit card, because at the end of the day they will take money from you and you will be looted. This is what often I have been heard. But I don't know, the people I have surrounded with, I have been often heard, but there are also million number of people who are leading a luxurious life by using the credit card. I'm just telling one example where the rich people live, because they take everything whatever they want. Because at the end of the day, Mr. Danlok is trying to specify this thing. That is what is we are leaving all about. We are here for a short period of time, and during that period, we need to enjoy the maximum. We need to have all sort of amenities or all the materials that we wish for, because life is very short, and we are here to enjoy the maximum. We have to do it. We have to. You cannot hold all the money, because at the end of the day, when you are dying, you are not going to take the entire money and going to heaven or wherever you are going to go. So it doesn't make any sense. So at the end of the day, you need is all right to spend money. You need to spend money on things that you like. You might come across telling that maybe for my children or for my other thing, but barring that, still he is telling that you need to spend, because at the end of the day it is your life, and you need to live a luxurious good life that you always wanted to live. They're like going around the world. There are a number of five-star resorts or seven-star resorts waiting for you. The room is booked for you, but you are not seeing the opportunity. You are still living that middle class or the mediocre life. You are trying to save every penny of it. You are believing that I will try to save every penny so that I can. But this doesn't make any sense. This doesn't make any sense as per Mr. Danlok. And when he told this, it gave me a chill on my spine. Oh my god, what is this? I'm hearing something new. What is this? That was something really, it just blew my mind. So I'm going ahead with what, as per Danlok's theory or Danlok's principle on this is, uh, quotes this with an example. He tells this with an example. That is, uh, he tells us with a story or an example. That is, there was a there was a person named Mike, and he was a salesperson, and he used to work for us for a hospitality department. He used to work in the sales department, and He also had a wife, and she also used to do part-time job, and they were trying to live, they were living a very normal life. And th- they reached a point where they were having financial constraint, and when they went to a financial guru to know that how can we be rich, or how can we have at least a basic good life, then as per that financial guru, he told that you can't have a this, you need to cut cost. You are not allowed to have food in fancy restaurant. You are not allowed to have food in uh, you need to cut the credit cards. You should in case if you want to go buying vegetables or anything, wait for any day where there is a, when a discount is happening. Similarly, when you want to buy dress, try to buy dress low branded, so that you can afford. That is what at the end of the day, what the financial guru was telling is that you need to save. It is all about budgeting. You need to save every penny. That was the bottom line. But when Mike heard this, he felt like to uh, to have a better, to have a normal retired life, one has to go through all these things. Then when they will leave, because after 65, you never know, like, what is your condition. Will you be able to, will you be leaving, or will you be leaving still, will you be healthy? There are numerous questions. So all these thoughts went over Mr. Mike's mind, and then what he decided was, he just went back to office, and he just observed what was happening around. And he found that his seniors, who were senior to him, who were in the marketing or the sales department, they were who were having a better salary, but they were working like 70 hours to get better, to get a better income. And they were putting their ass off to get the target done and everything. But at the end of the day, the life that he found that is, there is no point in staying in that organization, because even after 5 or 7 years after he reached that position, the salary wise also it wasn't that great. Also the lifestyle of these people who were in the top position also was scary, because they didn't have any personal life. 24 hours they were working to get that, and they were undergoing all sort of pressures, though they had a better package and everything, but their life was quite similar to hell. So what Mr. Mike decided was, he decided to leave that job and decided to go for he decided to pursue his education that he had stopped in his midway. And he was good in sales, he was good in marketing, so he thought that perhaps I will continue his education in marketing or in sales and get a better job. So that was his thought, and he thought that he will join some evening course or anything. Then then by chance he met another person, or his some of his colleague, or friend of his, who advised him that in case if he is going for an evening class or a education or normal education, then what is going to happen is that who will take care of the family, how the family will run during those period. At least you need 3 years or 2 years to complete this finance basic degree you need to get. During that, how you are going to manage? And even if you complete also, there is no guarantee that you are going to end up in getting a job. So at the end of the day, all these efforts you are putting and your family has to suffer. So that again, he was not getting a clarity. So he thought that maybe I should not go. But he wanted to do something. He wanted to do something. How I want to be successful. I told you this thought also. That is, this is the way the rich people, or the person who wants to be successful, thinks. That is, what can I do? How can I do? How to improve every single day? They are thinking of Alice. They are, just imagine in my case, I had a lot of bad papers in MBA, okay, and I am telling my story in between. Sorry to cut in between. That is, I didn't pass with. I had, though I had an MBA, I didn't pass in flying colors. I had back papers, and I took time to complete my MBA. And whenever I went to approach MNC companies or anything, I was not given that. privileged because I had this back papers, and because of that, I didn't get any better opening. And so every academic and education wise, so somewhere I have this brainwashed this thought that I'm not good enough to get a good job. I'm not, and this thought has registered in my mind since I had done my MBA. So I was always scary that is, I'm not good. I will never be successful. I, I was just thinking like this, like vertically, that I was not thinking from a 360 degree. I was just thinking from 90 degree or a 180 degree. That is, see, to get a better job, I need to have this MBA. If I don't get MBA, then my life sucks. Or if I don't clear my education, that means I am doomed. I will never be successful and I will have a normal life. That is my way of thinking. Just to clear things because I'm basically this kind of category, like a mediocre kind of category who thinks that I cannot be successful till now or till a few months ago where my thoughts have shifted and I have started taking initiative of my life, taking responsibility of my life. And I urge you to do that also. So back to the story about this Mike. So Mike was confused, like me. That is, I don't have a degree. I don't know how I will lead because I cannot work in MNC companies or I cannot even to start a business. Also, I don't have any knowledge. So the job I'm getting is like a penny salary job, and there's no point in working also because there's no saving at the end of the day. So what to do? How can I do things differently? How? What? When? I was thinking, like, how can I increase the pace of the money? Like we had discussed in my last session. That is, how can I improve? How can I improve? How can I improve? He was asking that on a constant basis. He was keeping on pushing that. How can I improve my education? How can I improve my, getting the chance of getting money? How can I improve? How can I improve? And that thought stimulated, and fortunately maybe the nature or by God's grace he happened to meet another person who told that he happened to have a CD, and this CD is like into is a sales audio. Okay, and this sales audio is done by a salesperson who has a hospital. He's also working in a hospitality sector, and he has a different way of selling, getting customers. So it was a shocker to for Mr. Mike because, as per Mr. Mike, he was only aware of getting calls by calling, that is, calling customers randomly and asking for sales. Do you want catering service? Do you want? Because that is what he used to do in his previous hospitality. That is, they used to provide catering service. So he wanted to. His job was to pitch this to the customers. So that he used to call randomly and ask like, "Can I? Do you need sales? Do you need this thing?" Then when that didn't work out, he didn't know that. Okay, can how to sell that? I'm sorry. He didn't know how to clarify that. Uh, that is, he only concentrated in door-to-door selling and as well as cold calling. That was his only thing that he knew how to do this because he didn't think any other way it was possible. So he was always like held up. He was also not active. He was also going for that traditional method. But after hearing this audio again and again, it just blew off his mind because this salesperson had a different way of approaching customers. Instead of cold calling and this person pitched on working on a mail, that is working on a long mail, that is mailing to his clients about the services through a mail, a detailed mail whereby which the clients got attracted, the customers got attracted, and he began to get sales. Okay, so in that it was a different another different set of mail, different type of mail whereby which this everything was mentioned, and it was made in an attractive manner. That is what as per Mr. Danlok had to say. So this was something like, okay, there is another way of getting customers, something that hit like a bullet for him. So Slowly he began to work on his he tried to, now after understanding this process, now what he did was he started looking for the people who are still going for the traditional method, that is cold calling and door to door sales, who are going for the same thing. Now what he did was, after that, going through this session, he, after learning this skill through this audio session, he now pitched this idea to these traditional people and slowly started getting attention and started selling, started gaining. He started to give training. So slowly, after a period of 3 years, he began to be a successful copywriter. Copywriter in the sense, like, not only confined to hospitality, but he started to give copywriting, whereby which he used to give mainly on sales content, how to for sales content to the customers, irrespective of the department, whether it's real estate or an IT. He had this ready-made or a way of he had a methodology of putting all this copywriting thing, or putting things in such a way that the customers used to get attracted to this. So this was something really unique, and something which was out of the box. And this, and he became so successful that his wife began to assist him. They began to grow their business together. And after a while, a point reached where he began to outsource this copywriting skills, copywriting, whatever task he used to get, because now he was getting millions of job, and he started to outsource this copywriting skill. So just my one of my colleague is trying to. So this is what he used to get. Irrespective of this, after this also he was getting the same thing. I mean, sorry to cut you in between. He became so successful that all people, he began to get more knowledge on this, and slowly he built an empire. That is what Mr. Danlok has to say. Now he didn't have to worry about the money, because now he can take rest whenever he want. He can rest lavishly, he can relax, he can take time off, with he can go on a tour with his family. So this was all happening. So this is some of and when he also quotes that whenever he sees a salesperson, he begins to understand that, he prayed to himself that, once there was a time when I was also this. He thanks to God. His mind is filled with gratitude for not having a life like tough life like that, and he is enjoying his life now. So the only thing that he did, you can notice, is that he worked on the skill. He didn't go to a college. He didn't consume time on that. He specifically went on a sales course. That is the magic or the trick that went in favor of him. So just imagine that, in case if you can do that, just imagine that in case if you can do that, then it is possible. You can also be like that. That is understanding your niche, understanding that what is you're capable of, getting a knowledge on that, and then doing a skill, trying to update the skill on that, working towards that. Things can go in your favor. You can create wonders. For example, in case if you are good in payroll, you like payroll thing, and maybe you are not MBA, or you haven't passed MBA, and you are also in a deep shit. Then maybe what you can think is that you can outsource. You can learn more about the MBA skills, and you can get the clients, and you can do it by yourself if you're passionate about that. The thing that the why it worked for Mike Bass, because he liked marketing, and he did a course in the where he liked it. So everyone have, you need to understand this, that is what exactly do you like, and you need to work towards that. All right. So this was a, wonderful lesson Mr. Danlok had to say, and I'm so grateful for having read that wonderful chapter. And thanks to Danlok for that. Wonderful chapter. So that was the lesson, and after that, Mr. Danlok has to tell that. So he's again pitching the same thing, that is why you need to cut down your credit cards, why you need to cut down your means, you why you cannot wear branded wear t-shirts, or why you cannot go to the place you want to go, why are you trying to save the cost? Because the thing is that you have been conditioned like that, that is, you have been told that you cannot be successful and you have to remain a mediocre life. But he also pitches, Mr. Danlok pitches that as long as you have an income to support, it is all right to take credit card. He doesn't It doesn't mean that you can take credit card or do you or not to do anything, sit lazily, to just relax and anything, not doing anything. He doesn't mean that. What he specifically means that in case if you have enough resource to support you, there is no wrong in taking credit card. That is what he tries to pitch us it. So, and for having that resource, we had already discussed how we can do that, right? So this was the main thing that he was again and again telling. Again, he was trying to pitch that thing again and again. So he tells this with a beautiful quote, that is, why are you doing this? Because you are trying to save a penny. Penny saved is penny earned. That is what we have been taught. But at the end of the day, penny is just a penny, right? That is another quote of Mr. Danlok. Something really unique and something, because we have been taught like try to save every single coin. But Mr. Danlok is trying to tell that at the end of the day, it is just a coin. Okay, so this is a different mentality, different mindset. This person is playing with a different mindset and trying to come with a different idea to our mind so that we can also be successful. So, what he's trying to do, or what he's trying to convey through this, is that try to act like a millionaire, try to have the mindset of a millionaire. He quotes with number of examples that as there was a time when he was in a financial constraint where he didn't have any enough money, where he didn't have any he was totally broke, but still this person used to go to this big restaurant or big hotels, five-star resort, five-star hotels and all, and just sit there and have a cup of tea. That's it, nothing else, and just feel that atmosphere, immerse in that atmosphere, and used to enjoy all those wonderful. He wanted to get that thought, that thing like a millionaire. That is, I'm rich. I can owe this. I owe this. This place owes me. And just for your knowledge, I'm trying to tell you that I live in Cochin, and whenever I go, I pass through this Taj Resort or Ramadan. But it never occurred to me that I'm good enough, or uh, I'm eligible for this. I do have the right to be there, because I feel that I don't belong there, and I am not that much. I don't have that much money, and I don't have the right to dream like that. But that is totally wrong. That is the mentality of a mediocre or a person. Because as per Danlok, he is trying to tell that to be rich, act like rich. To be a millionaire, act like a millionaire. How wonderful is that, right? Act like a millionaire. Why you are trying to shuffle, and why are you trying to be scary, and why? It is a lesson for me as well. So once in a while, I'm telling you guys that go. In case if you don't have that much money, also try to give a shot. At least you go have a juice or a normal nap, or normal cheese or burger or any light item. Just go there and feel that thing. Feel that. No, am going to do that for sure. Okay, I will go there in a five-star restaurant or seven-star restaurant and try to feel that thing, because I want to feel like a millionaire. I want to act like a millionaire. So It is a very good learning lesson. And again, Mr. Danlok tells that there was time when he didn't have money to he when he was going to going to his country or anything to the airport mainly. He never used to take a taxi. Instead he used to go for limousine, limo, yes, limousine, that luxury cars. So that what he's telling that the price of the rented limousine was like just the price was like small difference from a small difference, not that much, but still it was he could have it was affordable. But people try, what he's trying to tell is that people try to save that money also, because but this person, Mr. Danlok, want to feel that he is important. So he used to act like big, he used to act like rich. He used to go to restaurants and he used to give uh, this waitress and all like tip of $100 and everything, just to show that I'm rich, I am capable of that. Take this $100, you have given me full service. He might, the even my even the bill, the total bill of that expense, whatever he had consumed will not be that much, but he used to give the tip he used to give was over the limited, like a hefty amount. And this surprised everyone because his thought was he got a good service, and if he get a good service, I need to repay it back. That is the thought of a rich person or a millionaire, and he was having that wonderful gem of thought, that is, I'm big, I'm important. So for that, because of that, he used to do all these things. He used to feel like rich, always try to act like important, always. So what? Try to act like rich, because you need to behave. You need to act like rich even before becoming millionaire, because generally you will become millionaire. Generally you will get to the venue of that. So act like that. If you want to be successful, act like a successful person. You deserve it. The point is that I feel that I have never thought of this because going for a semester or big hotel or anything, because I felt that I don't deserve it. I don't deserve a good girlfriend, I don't deserve a good home, I don't deserve everything, I don't deserve a good job. I have this subconsciously, I'm thinking like that, which is not good. Act like rich, act like successful person. How do successful person behave? Act like that. I know it doesn't come to you naturally, but try it, and after a while it will come to you. Act like important, and you will never have to go and to that stinking poor thing again, mediocre life. I'm telling you that. So this was a topic that I wanted to convey. I think I have covered most of the topic. In between, I got stuck in between. I'm extremely sorry for that. But once again, I think my intention was, to take you to this path, take you to the path of success, and to be a millionaire, which we are, which we have dreamt of, so that we can help our brothers and sisters who are suffering, who are undergoing a difficult life, as well as we can inspire them to live life like a big person, a big celebrities. And I want to remind you again about my goal that as on 14th May, I am supposedly work with Amal Dheerat as a main actor, and I'll be signing a remuneration of 10 lakhs. I'm keeping in mind of that. And today is also I'm moving towards my goal, not to a great extent, but still step by step. But still, I'm taking my, whatever the difficult path I'm doing that. Anyway, thank you for your love, and I just want to open it to you because it was a commitment from my end, so that I am not going down. I wanted to speak to the world, so that the world hears that. So once again, thank you for the wonderful time. Really appreciate that, and love you all. Respect, a lot of gratitude. Take care, and have a great weekend. A great night. Take care. Bye.